I'm Mariana Bertel. I'm a Peruvian textile artist based in Barcelona. I studied fashion design, and for some years I worked as a fashion designer for a big company. But then I started to crave some creativity in my life, so that's why I started experimenting with fiber art as a hobby. I felt I wanted to mix those two techniques together, mixing the organic way of embroidery with the volume and textures of weaving. So that's why I thought of this technique and created my own aesthetic as an artist. Using hand embroidery and natural fibers, I create tactile compositions that invite pause and connection. My work explores the organic language of nature, its textures, layers, and quiet rhythms through the medium of textile art. So this is the design that I thought of for the pieces. It's a three-piece inspired by a garden. So I chose different fabrics and yarns that I think will bring different textures, different volumes to the piece. Some details about flowers in pinks.
Like us, like
yes,
flowers
everywhere.
Yeah. We are blooming.
Yeah, it's the time to bloom.
Yeah. So great. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go to work. The tríptico I'm creating for this residency is inspired by the richness and serenity of a garden, full of layered greens, organic movement, and soft highlights of pink, maybe some rose that evoke blooming flowers. To bring this vision to life, I'll be working with a variety of materials, different types of wool, some cotton fibers, and recycled sari ribbon. I think each element adds a different texture and tone, allowing to replicate the depth and irregularity of natural landscapes and a garden. I love nature in general, and it's one of my favorite sources of inspiration, but mostly gardens because there's work and nurture behind it. Moreover, I'm inspired by the contrast of the leaves and garden with the blooming flowers. Its shapes, colors, and forms. What I like the most about flowers is how three-dimensional they are. The tríptico I'm creating for this residency is inspired by the richness and serenity of a garden, full of layered greens, organic movement, and soft highlights of pink, maybe some rose that evoke blooming flowers. The idea of a tríptico because just like in nature, plants can live alone but work together as a garden. I usually do a simple sketch, then I'll go straight to the canvas. This is where creativity really blooms, using a simple thread and needle to attach the materials to the canvas. As I start working with the materials on the canvas, I decide where the composition is taking me. Sometimes I add more colors, take some away to see the balance of textures and shades to really replicate nature. I usually start with the bigger color shades and textures and then add the little details at the end, such as the flowers. I was very excited when Dia Kaji contacted me to do this residency because I've been a long-time fan and follower of their work and materials. I really love the idea that they have the whole process in their company. I love the variety and assortment of textures and colors they have. It gives me freedom to create nature-inspired pieces because they require a lot of different shades, textures, volumes. Even though it's very precise and meticulous, it requires a lot of physical energy. I have to work differently with each material. Some materials are easier, some materials create more volume, and some require a lot more detail and precision. Every time I finish a piece, I'm very happy because I'm leaving behind a piece of me and my creativity. And I'm always so excited that people appreciate my art and my work as much as I do when I'm creating it. I hope I can come back to Diakaji to touch and see this piece I've created, to remember the good times and the experience I had here. Ay!